to guide. So I personally wanted to see him before taking a decision. That was in September 2014. And like all parents, I also had a lot of skeptical questions, and I think I asked a lot of questions to Sir. He's currently doing an ICSE school, and what if Arjun is not going to get through any of these? Like, I know the system of open schooling because my elder daughter is a tennis player, and she was doing an open school system with the British curriculum. She used to go to Besanagar and study under one gentleman. So I was quite aware about this concept. But connecting this kind of concept, because I've seen a lot of children who are into music, dance, arts, sports, doing NIO system of curriculum, it was not at all new. But for studying, for this entrance exams, especially all India level exams, along with the NIO system of schooling was really the brainchild of Anand sir. So I was quite amazed, but I do had a lot of doubts. With a lot of patience, he cleared everything. And I asked sir, what if he doesn't go to IIT? What if he doesn't go to Pilani? What if he doesn't go to Anna University? A lot of such questions. And finally, he said he does very good in his NIOS board. He can take up the Shastra entrance exam also, so he can go there. So don't worry about it. So, but after meeting sir, Arjun was very particular that he would study under him. And I tried asking him a lot of questions about the proximity first, because previously he was a classroom student of Fiji. And after meeting him, he said no. There also he was doing well, and he had a good rapport with his teachers there too. And he was quite impressed. He almost gave us an hour, more than an hour, time. And he said, no ma, I'll whatever it is, I'll just do. So I purchased 2 books, 8th standard Arihant Mathematics, I still remember, 9th standard, and his EPAD sessions. Ever since, we are back home, Arjun started working, and side by side his 10th standard revision exams were going on. He didn't pay much attention to that because he was bored of writing the same thing again and again, the same class test and everything. He started, and my elder daughter always used to discourage him from using the earphones at home. So she used to say, you'll get tinnitus, so don't worry, you can just sit in your room, just switch on, the speaker, just attach it to your cord speakers or whatever. And he did that. So when she wanted to study or do something, she'll go to a separate place or sit in the hall and she'll work. So there'll be silence at home, and we will be hearing his lectures. As Kirtana's mother told the audience, the parents in her previous meeting, whether it's surface tension, maxima or minima, whatever, we will go down memory lane, we will used to remember our +1 and +2 sessions with our teachers, and used to be so nice. And my daughter used to say, so I'm really missing those sessions, ma, and she'll even amidst her accounting work and all, she'll just come and say, stand there for 10 minutes, listen, and then get back. And when she was simultaneously working along with this boy, whether she had important lessons or lectures to listen to, then he will put on his earphones and cooperate with her. And one more thing, we have never allowed our children to lock themselves inside their study room or bedroom or whatever. The condition is we will lock them from outside. So whenever we want to take a book or something or anything from that place, we'll go inside, and then you can never see this scene. The moment you enter, children will change their icons on the phone, or they'll go to a different page in Google. So this happens in every family, I think. So this was like a condition for Arjun or for our children. If they want the best thing, then they have to yield to whatever we say. So that way he really worked. And I would say, luck, I would say, Arjun was favored by luck, labored under correct knowledge. So one of our tennis coaches always used to say, you have to have luck. Lucklier sir, whether it was Ashwin sir, Yadav sir, many of their teachers, they were very cooperative, very knowledgeable, and suddenly you can see Arjun standing close to the window and talking to someone. I'll just sneak in and at 10:30 or 11:30 or even, the conversations will go beyond midnight also sometimes. Even with Anand sir, I have seen. That was the kind of support they have given. And not only that, there are other institutes. This will stop when you finish your +2 and you enter into other institutions. That doesn't happen here. The moment we met sir, he suggested a lot of books for Arjun for doing integral calculus and differential calculus at home before he joined IIT. Similarly, he's also doing the same thing with students. Even after they finish their course, they are approachable and they are still guiding the children. This kind of touch, I don't think you'll ever see in any of the institutes, even a very famous or even a prominent institute in India. So that way the children are really blessed, and as my husband said, he had that Maha Vishwasam right from the start. He never got discouraged even when people told him, you are in ICSE board and ISC you'll do very well, because he was a good student in his school also. You'll be missing a lot of things, but Arjun never missed anything. He had a very good set of peers when he entered. Even they were very cooperative. Children used to be helpful also there. So they had a very good atmosphere, and I would say hats off to Sir and his faculty. And a lot of other children are going to be produced. There is no, Arjun is not only the benchmark. Children who are doing very well and who are really following his path will achieve great.